Love. The teacher no one can escape, though many spend lifetimes trying. You've asked me to speak of it, not as a sermon, not as a philosophy, but as though we were simply sitting together by a quiet fire. I'll speak, you'll listen, and in the spaces between us, something greater will do the real teaching. So close your eyes now, dear one. Place your hand gently upon your heart. Feel that rhythm. Thumped, thumped, thumped. That is your Guru. That is the great drum of love calling you home. The teacher you've sought in temples, scriptures and sages, it has been here all along, beating patiently within your chest. The mind wonders, is this really it? Could something so ordinary be so sacred? And yet, isn't it extraordinary that this small pulse has carried you through every joy, every grief, every moment of your life? What greater teacher could there be than the one who has never abandoned you for even a second? When I was younger in spirit, I thought enlightenment was hidden in a mountain cave, that if I meditated hard enough or studied long enough, I would find the master who held the final secret. But every time I climbed a mountain, every time I opened another book, I discovered the same thing: myself. Sometimes disappointed, sometimes relieved, because the truth was unavoidable. There is no teacher greater than the love already alive within you. Love has always been teaching, sometimes gently, sometimes ruthlessly. Every heartbreak, every failure, every betrayal was a lesson. Every hand you held, every kindness you offered, every tear you shed was the curriculum of love. You see, life is not random. Life is a school where love is both the subject and the teacher. Let's be honest together. Much of our suffering comes from believing we are separate. Trauma carves this wound deeply. Ego builds walls around it. We wear masks, tell stories, and defend them fiercely. We come to believe love is conditional, that we must earn it, that it is dangerous to trust it. But here is the miracle. Love does not wait for you to be perfect before it arrives. Love is the healer, not the reward. It doesn't ask if you are worthy. It reveals that you could never be unworthy. Even your wounds, even your defenses are simply love wearing a disguise, waiting to be recognized. When love meets the ego with gentleness, the mask begins to soften, and in that softening, the separation dissolves. What was me and you begins to blur into presence itself. Suddenly, there is no lover and beloved, only love moving freely, recognizing itself. Now, let me share a paradox, one that always made Alan laugh. The thing about love is that it makes no sense at all. You can't measure it, contain it, or prove it. Economists can't chart it. Scientists can't bottle it. Philosophers chase it in circles until dizzy. Why? Because love is not something you do. It is what you are. Imagine a wave on the ocean saying, "I must find the water." How absurd that sounds. And yet, this is what we do. Searching high and low for love, while our very being is made of it. You are not a person trying to create love. You are love itself, pretending for a time to be a person. The guru you seek has never been hidden in monasteries or scriptures. It has been dancing in your laughter, weeping in your grief, whispering in every heartbeat. Now breathe with me. Inhale, life entering as love. Exhale, life returning as love. Again, inhale and feel how this breath has no edges. Exhale and notice how it belongs to no one. Love has no beginning, no end. Just as the sun shines and the clouds pass, love shines when delusion dissolves. You cannot manufacture it. You can only remember it. This is your Buddha nature, your original face, not something to achieve, but something to uncover. Presence itself, clear, tender, radiant. The clouds of fear, trauma, and ego may pass through, but they are made of the same sky they obscure. Love is never absent. It is only unrecognized. So let me tell you plainly, the guru you've been seeking has been beating in your chest all along. Every teacher, every ritual, every spiritual path is a mirror pointing you back to this. You do not need to chase enlightenment across lifetimes. You need only to notice the love that is already here, holding you in this very moment. And yes, love will undo you. It will crack your armor. It will break you open until you are raw and trembling. But in that breaking, you discover there was never anything to protect. There was only love all along, playing at being separate so it could rediscover itself in reunion. So, beloved, bow now, not to a distant master, not to a lofty philosophy, but to the teacher within. Bow to the pulse in your chest, the breath in your lungs, the tenderness that rises when you dare to care. That is the Guru. That is the teaching. That is the destination. Love as the ultimate teacher is not an idea. It is your very being. It dissolves the ego, heals the wound of separation, and reveals the radiant wholeness you have always been. Now, rest here, in this love. Let it teach you in silence, in stillness, in the next breath, in the next heartbeat. For here, and only here, the mystery is complete. If this teaching nourished your heart, subscribe so we may keep walking this path together. Each new meditation is another step home, waiting for you here.